A Saber Viver Lisboa TV encontra-se junto ao Centro de Artes Holísticas de Lisboa. Saiba já de seguida qual o tema de hoje.
So we are going to practice with our group here, just a little bit. Inhale and exhale. The inhale is big, is expansive, and the exhale is natural, passive. This is the breath of life. The breath has its own life. The breath is energy, is life force energy. So no matter what you do during your day, do not forget to breathe. And I hope you can come and join us to do a session of breathing. This is the place where you can start to remember the power that is within your breath. It's important that science, there are many doctors, many articles, many scientists that right now they work exactly on this, just to understand the power of the breath. The power of the breath to change your life, who you are, what you are, your health, your state of health, your mental state, your energy level, what you bring into your life. It's all about balancing your body, healing from all levels. Energetically, emotionally, physically. There are hospitals in France, at the University of Medicine in France, they are studying breathwork. I do Reiki therapy, I do meditation workshops, I do conscious breathing. So this is if you want
personal
to do
development.
Personal development. I'm a trainer, personal development.
Okay. We are here with Michelle Pacheco and we will talk about the power of breathing. Michelle, thank you to be here with us.
Thank you.
What about what are the main concepts dealing to breathing? Why breathing is so very important nowadays?
Well, breathing is important all the time. However, breathing it's very important when you think that this is what we do in every moment of our life. We breathe since the moment we are born until the moment we die, as we know death. It's important because we become aware that when we breathe, we don't only breathe air, oxygen, we also breathe energy. And we are not aware of that. Most people totally forgot how to breathe in a normal way. The way we breathe, it's abnormal. The way we breathe during the day, during our activities, it's actually not charging us with energy. We just breathe at the tip of our lungs. We breathe with interruptions. We don't breathe really energy. So when we start breathing consciously, which is something that we do in our workshops, we start becoming aware of the energy that we are. And just to give a tip, one thought that many schools of thought now are talking about is that we are more energy. Science is telling us, if you think physics one-on-one, is telling us one atom, it has just a tiny piece of matter, a solid, which is 0.01% or more, just a solid. Everything else in an atom, 99.99% and more, is empty space.
Okay.
But that empty space is not empty space, it's energy.
Yes.
So just try to imagine your body that is actually made more of energy, 99.99% you don't see of yourself. It's energy. So when we start breathing consciously, it's a process of transformation. It's a process of becoming aware of us as we are as energy, not only as physical matter. It's a process of bringing ourselves in balance. But some people may call it healing. But actually it's bringing ourselves in balance, taking away all the physical awareness, getting rid of all the blockages that are in our body, and slowly transforming and allowing the
our emotions?
to flow. Emotions, because everything that is blocking us actually is our emotional traumas, and they start at birth. The most powerful emotional trauma is when a baby is born. So we work through all this process of allowing the energy to start flowing properly, of getting rid little by little of the emotional traumas, and just little by little starting to open up to the energy. And it's like, I was talking earlier to someone, it's like imagine that you live in one room all your life. All you know is that room. And then you start to open the door a little bit, and as you start going out, you discover there is another world out there. So it's basically the same thing with us. As we start breathing, the breath has its own energy, has its own life, has its own intelligence. And while we do this, little by little, we start to open up to a total new awareness.
But what are the main tools that you teach
in order
in your workshops to improve our skill of breath?
Well, it's basically it's awareness.
It's a practice.
It's a practice. Of course, we need to practice.
Yes.
It's a practice, day-to-day practice.
Okay.
And it's basically the exhale. We are very conscious. We are aware.
Okay.
It's an observation of our breath. We observe our breath.
We live of us, and we are watching us. What are the main thoughts we have? How we breathe? It's similar.
It's similar.
Okay.
However, it's not this technique. It's also one out of different yoga practices, breathing techniques from yoga.
Pranayama.
Yes, exactly. However, we do not go outside of our body.
Okay. Yes.
We are just a witness. Me as me in my heart, as me as spirit.
As mindfulness?
Yes.
Mindfulness.
It's like mindfulness.
Okay.
So I am just breathing, and at some moment I am observing not me from outside.
Yes, I understood.
I'm just observing my breath.
Okay.
So it's like, imagine that you make yourself comfortable in a spot, and I'm observing how the breath comes in
without
and out. Observe the breath coming in and out. And what happens in my physical body while I do this? How is my physical body reacting? Do I have any feelings or sensations?
Yes.
Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel discomfort? Do I have any pain, any sensations? What's happening to me? What's happening with me? And as I observe this, we practice breathing in such a way in order to adjust the breath, to release any emotions that they may come, any physical sensations. Usually the traumas don't manifest as a trauma. The emotional traumas manifest in emotions that we may have during the process of breath, or sensations in our body.
Yes, we don't have awareness about it.
Exactly. So they are stuck, all this in our subconscious mind. They exist. And it's incredibly exciting to see how this is coming up in those sessions, and people that they never knew the reason why they feel an emotion, or maybe they feel crying or laughing during a session, and it's just that emotion of the past coming out. Something that we stuck in the past. So it's just in the day-to-day practice, it's just breathing.
Daily practice.
Daily practice is the best. It's like in everything else. In Reiki you do 21 days of self-cleaning. In anything.
In Reiki. Yes,
it's the same
do
breathing.
understand.
We breathe in a certain way, in a pattern. For instance, the sigh of relief. The sigh of relief is a very powerful tool of cleansing your body. It's releasing. So you do.
Yes, and clean every little thing that doesn't matter.
We don't even need to know what we clean. It's cleansing. You have a negative thought, you do a sigh of relief. You have a discussion with somebody that is negative, you don't like it, you do a sigh of relief. You let go. You want to invite something into your life. You want to bring love into your life. You do a sigh of relief.
Yes. But it is changing thoughts or cleaning thoughts.
We do that both at the same time.
What are your perception about it?
Well, you first have to get rid of things in order to make room for something new.
Okay.
So you cannot bring, it's like your apartment. In your closet, can you keep bringing clothes? You need to get rid of something, right?
Okay, yeah.
So in US, we say for every one piece of clothing that you buy, you need to get rid of 2. So it's the same with the breathing. You need to cleanse your body, your system. I cannot open myself to the universe if I'm, stuck with old energy. So I have to get rid of the old energy in order to make room for the new energy. So it's a daily practice of inhale and exhale in a certain way, certain pattern. Like I said, sigh of relief is one of the most powerful. Another one that is very powerful is the yawn, a simple yawn. We have a different type of breath that is energizing breath. If you feel lack of energy, we practice that. But the most important practice for someone is the sigh of relief throughout the day, and then to have sessions. We have group sessions or we have private sessions that I do, and each session takes about an hour and a half if it's a private session, or if we do it as a group session, it's a workshop, a seminar that we do. It's a full day where we talk about the process, we talk about the concept. It's actually a personal development workshop. Each one of them could be different. Is the techniques, the breathing techniques are it's similar in nature. However, is the image that we want to send, the thought. We want to deal with anxiety. We want to deal with stress. We want to deal with fears. People have all sorts of fears. We want to deal with how to bring love, how to bring health in our life, how to lose weight. So anything can be dealt from the perspective of breath, in breathing different ways how to breathe.